All right, let's see here. Got big tires. We're gonna see. We're gonna have some fun here. So, yes, we are on a school bus. It could be your camper bus. Let's see. This is for sale. It's got. Oh, we're gonna close that door. Oh, we gotta flip the release. Yeah, we're learning. All right. Let's see what we got here. It's for sale, huh? There you go. All right. Let's drive us a school bus. This sucker's got 128,000 miles on it. And it's a cat. And I don't think they want much for it either. Well, good morning, everyone. It is February 2nd, 2025. It is Sunday. I'm having my coffee. I'm sitting at the Cooper Creek watershed. And tomorrow I got to go back to work. So I'm not going to do a whole lot today because I refuse to spend my Sunday, the one only day I have off, doing meaningless stuff, which puts me behind. So behind. But, you know, it's just me because I could sit here and do it and waste my day. And it won't be a wasted day. I'll just be getting some things done. Welcome back to the channel, everyone. It's going to be, I'm not sure what we're going to do in this video. My setup. So I've got a DJI Osmo Pocket, one of the older ones that I have to transfer the SIM card and everything. I know they got Bluetooth now, but this one is a SIM card, and it's a hassle to transfer. Some of my early Mobile 6 by DJI, that's my gimbal, and I've got the micro mics, and that's what I'm using right now. I'm using the DJI Lightcut for my editing, and I'm learning that little program. There's actually a lot more in it than I thought. But yeah, so I haven't played with the gimbal enough to get comfortable doing some things, and I'm going to try some things with it. Maybe it'll be editing. Maybe it'll be, I don't know. I got to try something else. Let's talk about van life. I live in my van. You know, at one time, I couldn't have done this in my 20s or 30s or even my early 40s because I didn't think you could live out of a house. And as time went on, and it was before I had my little accident, that I done. I was watching people like Chrome and all them folks and Cheap RV Living, Cheap RV Living, which is Bob Wells. And I just kept watching them and watching them. And that's when I decided to abandon my house, move in the back of my 2003 Honda Pilot. And I did that for 6 months. And then I moved in, I bought me a travel trailer. And while I was rebuilding it, I lived in it. I did stay modestly in somebody's apartment for temporary, but yeah, I lived in it. And I did that for about 2 years. And then the van came along and I snatched it up. I don't know if you know the story about that, but I was working at the Honda store locally and it came in and they wanted twice as much as I paid for it. And the reason why, but they kept putting it off and the brakes were trash and it had some problems, I was just saying. And when I got it and drove it, even though the steering was all messed up and there was a nut, which took me forever to figure it out, there was a nut on the idle arm that was keeping it had a lot of problems. But I bought it for $1,300 out the door. And it went well. And the first night I was in it, I didn't even have anything built. The seats were still in it. I drove it to Phoenix City, went into a supermarket parking lot, bought me some Del Taco for the first time. I figured first time I'm eating in a van, might as well try something I never ate. And sat there and sat there and ate and watched the world go by and just thinking that my life was going to change. I didn't know how. I would have never thought that van that I carried home, I would have painted. I would have never thought the van I carried home, several years later, I would cut the roof and put a high top on it. By the way, contemplating looking around for another van because I was getting tired of being on my knees. Plus, I'm getting old. So that's a good reason. And I kept, I did all the upgrades on 2 summers ago. Yeah, 2 summers ago, I came across this ad on Facebook Marketplace, and it had this, I forget what year it was, van. And I did a little research. I found out the tops were exactly the same. So I bought it and had it transferred up, did the prep work, built a jig, lifted it off. The shop I was working at, it worked out fine. I started on a Friday night. I got the van running, backed it down in there, lifted the top off, lowered it down, did some prep work to it, raised it up, cut the roof on mine, and put it together. And the rest has been a slow process that has started and stopped. I will finish it. I've got to watch my pennies. And it don't help that I had all my tools stolen, and you've already heard that story, and it bums me out. When I resigned, I don't like quit. I resigned. Actually, they resigned me, which helped me make my decision. I said, well, they resigned me. I guess I'm not going back. No big deal. I dealt with it. Back in the day, I would have thought that was a death sentence because everything was over. What am I going to do? Whoa, 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 whoa. And for the first time in my life, I allowed a job to expire without a job. And just did it on a wing and prayer. And so far, it's worked out. And I don't want to get in that realm that I'm stuck somewhere. Stuck somewhere that possibly is getting frustrating due to the actions or non-actions of some people. I hear voices. But that's neither here or there. I keep getting off the subject. I was in the van, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. I've got to, I guess when it warms up, I'll do a little work on the van today. I got to do my laundry today. I can figure out what I want to do with the next 5 years. No, I haven't combed my beard today, but it does look good, don't it? But I started looking at aspects of this and stayed away from the house so long that I had convinced myself I can do without the house, and I did. And I just, I was already in the van, so why not? And the van has done me well. I do have a camber problem on the driver's side, which is just me getting off my lazy butt, getting a tire, going over and getting the camber reset on that side and leaving it alone. See, it was in perfect place at one time. I was over at the shop and I thought I'd make it a little bit better, but no, I didn't. I should have left it alone. That's a regret. We're going to try living in a van. You can cut yourself off from the world, like I did. I actually, what happened, I had so many phone numbers and my phone got zapped, but I never, where I'm working at now, I've brought some people into it that were from my past that do a good job that this store needed. And I may be getting bored with it. The interaction I have with the customers, that's hands down no problem. Everything else I'm just bored with, just bored out of my rut that allowed me to stay at a dealership for over 20 years. Carl sold the place to AutoNation. I will say I learned a lot when AutoNation took over because I was given more responsibility. I paid up. I'm still watching the squirrels. One of them's in the trash can pilfering around. The other one's on top watching to see if anybody's there. It's kind of comical because I walked up on them and the one was staring me down and I heard the other one in the trash can. And the other one poked his head out and, ooh, there's somebody here. And they both looked at me and the one jumped out and jumped on the pole and they looked at each other and they ran off. So one of them ran. One of them was the lookout, so to speak. Yeah, I've been relaxed a very long time. I have been relaxed for a very long time. I've, living in a van, cut out a lot of things that were stressful. It cut out a lot of things, a whole lot of things. When I'm off of work and get in my van, it's peaceful. Yeah, I got to run around and do some things. Yeah, I got to do this. Yeah, I got to do that. But when I get in there, it's done. Life is good, but I'm done with the day. And it's quiet in my van. When I shut the doors, it's quiet. You can't hear anything outside. And yes, we slept at the Walmart last night. And yes, I woke up late. And yes, I'm drinking my coffee late. And yes, I don't care. I do not care. It's Sunday afternoon, or it's Sunday morning. Which seems like a whole lot of time away from here because we've got 32 of 365. That gives me about, it's 333 now because there's 2 left. Yeah, there's probably about 333 videos that I have to make. That's a lot. That's a lot. But we're going to plow through it, and I'm going to do it because I know that I'm working feverishly to improve these videos. Yeah. At this moment, this is RJ. I'm in the 96 Dodge Maxi, which is behind the camera at Cooper Creek Park. Thank you for everybody that's coming by and watching the channel. Thanks for watching. Thanks for the comments. Thanks for the thumbs up. And call your mom. And I'll talk to you later. And just remember, no matter how bad you got it, I bet you there's somebody out there a little worse. Be kind to everybody, and we'll holler at you in a little while. All right, so here is the second way I can set up a shower. I got this little easy up. Right now I am heating up the water with the EcoFlow. Alright, this thing will cut off when it reaches 120. And I got my pump, got the electrical, solar, and recycling the water till its desired temperature. And when it's there, I can take a nice hot shower. So that's the second way I can make a shower.